When Prince Dapo Abiodun took over the mantle of leadership in 2019, he minced no words in affirming a commitment towards pushing the state forward. Relying on an energetic partnership with the good people of the state, Prince Abiodun commenced the implementation of a vivacious and vibrant agenda, which led to immense and undeniable progress witnessed within the nooks and crannies of the state.
I set forth to begin to identify the team that would be able to aptly work on the implementation of that vision. That led us to what we call ISHEA, which are our 5 developmental pillars. ISHEA is an acronym for I being for infrastructure, S for social well-being and welfare, E for education, Y for youth empowerment and job creation, and A for agriculture.
Road construction is one area through which the state governor has impacted most upon the people. To be clear, over 400 kilometers of roads spanning its 3 senatorial districts have been completed. Some of these roads include the 42-kilometer Abeokuta-Shagamu Interchange Road, 14-kilometer Ijebu-Ode-Mojoda-Epe Road, 3.9-kilometer Osi-Ikola Navy Command Rail Power Road, Ota, 2-kilometer Idiaba Elite Okelantoro Road, Abeokuta, 7.8-kilometer Fajol American Junction Unity Estate Road, Obantoko, Abeokuta, the 19.2-kilometer Aton Lusada Agbara Road, the 12-kilometer Ilaro Owode Road, the 2.4-kilometer Okeola Road, Imeko, the 5.35-kilometer Adaton Bonogun Road, and the 3-kilometer Pansheke Adigbe Road in Abeokuta. There is also the 4-kilometer Oba Erinwole Road, Shagamu, among others. Not less than 562.63 kilometers of road construction remain on course, with a good number of them at different stages of completion. The state government, under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun, has also embarked on the construction of an agro-cargo airport in Iperu. The agro-cargo airport, which is slated for completion in December 2022, will enable farmers in Ogun State to export processed goods to any country of the world, thereby attracting investors to Ogun and boosting socio-economic activities. The government also flagged off the Ogun Digital Economy Infrastructure Project to provide broadband connectivity across the state.
It will serve as a viable platform for strengthening the economic diversification as well as the attainment of many key national objectives of fighting corruption, improving security, job creation, and expanding the economy. In fact, the experience of a lockdown in the heat of COVID-19 in 2020 shows that we can achieve a lot through technology.
The housing sector has also received major attention from this administration, with the most recent being the close to 400 units of flats constructed at Kobakpe, a suburban town near Abeokuta. This administration also had earlier constructed over 100 flats at Olokuta Idiaba, Abeokuta. Other interventions in this regard include a 31-villa 5-bedroom apartment with an attached boys' quarter located at Okemoson, Abeokuta, known as King's Court Estate Phase 1, constructed by Ogun State Property and Investment Corporation, OPIC, with the construction of the second phase already underway. And still on infrastructure, the state government, through its agencies, continues to expend a great deal of resource towards ensuring good quality of life for its people. The Ministry of Rural Development, in carrying out this task, embarked on the construction of solar power boreholes in rural areas. 67 solar power home kits were distributed to underserved rural communities not linked to the national grid across the 3 senatorial districts of the state. The administration of Prince Dapo Abiodun also initiated community engagement towards the construction of 100 kilowatt power solar hybrid mini-grid at Odeomi community in the Ogun Waterside local government area. In the education sector, the government of Prince Dapo Abiodun gave approval for the release of 200 million naira as takeoff grants for the State Education Trust Fund for the development of infrastructure in state-owned tertiary institutions. In addition, the administration renovated and constructed blocks of classrooms in close to 300 schools in both the elementary and secondary sectors across the nooks and crannies of the state. It also introduced Ogun Teach Intervention, a program designed to employ 5,000 interns to fill teacher vacancies in primary, secondary, and technical colleges in the state. As a result of the efforts of the present administration on education, various awards have been won by Ogun State contingents who have participated in both national and international competitions at all levels. The health sector is perhaps one which has arguably received the most visible attention from Prince Dapo Abiodun. This may not be unconnected with the advent of the dreaded COVID-19 pandemic, which ravaged the globe only a few months after the inception of his administration. And to be sure, the response of the state government continues to be acknowledged as a model by all, beginning with the federal government through its health agencies, development partners, health professionals, the media, among others. Regardless of the parameters by which evaluation is conducted, the state fares well. As it is often mouthed, statistics don't lie, as can be discovered in the low fatalities which were recorded in the state despite the first known case in the country was identified here. Government established molecular testing labs and isolation centers around the state. Figures emanating from the Primary Healthcare Development Agency indicates that as at mid-February, the total number of people vaccinated was 1,354,841. The government is determined to ensure that as many residents as possible get the first and second jabs of the vaccines. It needs to be stressed that despite the global pandemic, however, other essential components of the health sector also received government intervention massively. Some of these include the introduction of 24-hour ambulance and emergency services across the 20 local government areas, with the fleet increasing from 6 to 30 functional ambulances in less than 3 years. In bringing governance closer to the people and ensuring affordable healthcare, no fewer than 100 primary healthcare centers were renovated and equipped with modern equipment across the state. No ward is to be left out, and tricycle ambulances are available where vehicles cannot penetrate. And most recently, Governor Abiodun launched the State Health Insurance Scheme for the informal sector and Basic Healthcare Provisions Fund, with more than 20,000 vulnerable people registered in 2021 alone. In the area of security, Governor Dapo Abiodun is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring adequate security. To further boost the confidence of investors and increase the ease of doing business ranking of the state, Governor Dapo Abiodun launched the Security Trust Fund, followed by the purchase and distribution of 100 patrol vehicles, 200 motorcycles with modern communication facilities and other equipment for security outfit operation in the state. The governor equally launched the Ogun State Security Network, known as Amotekun, and a security outfit, OP-MESA, to bring into extinction kidnapping, cultism, and other forms of criminality. The need for a mass transit that will reduce heavy traffic, as well has moved people in and out of the state on a daily basis, propelled the Ogun State Government under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun to launch the Strategic Transport Master Plan and the Gateway Mass Transit.
We are launching this mass transit bus system. The pilot phase will start right here in Abeokuta and will expand to other cities in Ogun State. We also are developing the BRT lane. Because of our cooperation and our understanding with Lagos State, under our Lagos-Ogun Joint Development Cooperation, which focuses on areas of security, transportation, on water supply, physical planning, amongst other things. Our buses will be able to leave Abeokuta, stop over in Kara or Baga, and go all the way to Marina. You'll be able to go from Adeodota or Ifo and go all the way into Lagos, and vice versa. I believe that whilst at this, the buses are air conditioned, they are Wi-Fi enabled, it would further ease, our ranking on the Doing Business Index, because we are successfully ticking that box, that item of ease of transportation.
Transportation is like veins in the blood. It conveys what? Blood. If there is no vein conveying your blood, you will die. Having looked at what I have seen here, and I think you've done well.
Effort is a top gear for the actualization of other means of transportation like rail, water, and air. Needless to state here that the state government, realizing the nexus between sanitation and health, also put strategic measures in place to improve sanitation around the state. Chief among the measures is the introduction of the Waste Management Agency, OGWAMA, which is presently very active at revolutionizing waste management in addition to giant strides at improving sanitation. Having been impressed by the enormity of the various landmark projects by the administration of Prince Dapo Abiodun, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, solicits support for the People's Governor.
You have justified the mandate of the people of Ogun State. You have represented our party very well. I enjoin you to continue to support him for the successful implementation of the Building Our Future Together agenda of his administration.
Agriculture is another area in which the present administration has thrived. In crop production, animal husbandry, food processing, value chain development, things have continued to take an upward turn. The Anchor Borrowers Program is one strategy government has wisely tapped into to enable the sourcing of funds for interested participants in agriculture so that they can be empowered to follow their passion. The governor also realizes the role of industrialization, trade, and investment as an important determinant of development. And in almost 3 years or thereabouts, the state government has organized series of business clinics for medium small-scale enterprises across all senatorial districts. This, interestingly, is a continuous process, and to further encourage and motivate this important strata of society, government has commenced the free distribution of Corporate Affairs Commission certificate procured by government at no cost to the beneficiaries. The governor and his representatives have embarked on industrial tours of companies around the state to motivate and mobilize and encourage a vibrant partnership that leads to a win-win situation for the companies and their hosts. In youth empowerment and job creation, the government of Prince Dapo Abiodun has recruited state councils, regularized the appointment of job portal officers, doctors, nurses, judicial officers, among others. It has empowered more than 120 youths on adire production, facilitated the recruitment of 105 firemen into the Ogun State Fire Service with the construction of fire stations at Ifo, Isheri, and Mowe. One of the main thrusts of Prince Dapo Abiodun when he assumed the mantle of governance was information and communication technology. At the inception of his administration, Governor Abiodun expressed that commitment through the establishment of systems such as would allow for the deployment of ICT for employment generation, employability, and youth empowerment. This was implemented through the institutionalization of the State Bureau of Information Technology, and since its creation, the Bureau has trained youths on over 20 different categories of ICT certificate programs, thereby exposing them to unlimited wealth opportunities embedded in digitalized global economy that is the core vision of empowerment programs of his administration. Without any reservation, one can safely allude to the reality that these ICT programs had launched the state into great digital business opportunities, which could place it as a digital pace setter. The opening up of the state into great ICT opportunities began with the birth of professional ICT collaboration with Cisco Academy, along with the eventual launch of the Ogun Tech Hub, where youth and women, among others, have access to IT training and other certificates that have turned hundreds into digital professionals. Several support programs have also been organized for IT startups with a view to making them experts in building local solutions towards harnessing prospects of the ever-emerging digital economy.
Ogun State is home to all. We are inviting people to come, work, play, and live in Ogun State.